Alright, well, it's been a hot minute, but we should be live. Please bear with me for just a moment. Well, as per usual, I have to pull up my chat. Can never do this before it goes live because of how I have everything set up, but there we go, we should be good. Alright, so it has been a while since we did anything Pokemon related, and I am very excited to get back to the Pokemon DLC. For the record, I have not played any of this DLC. I haven't played Pokemon in a while. So I am still absolutely as in the dark as I was. I know if I really wanted to, there's a plethora of great PokeTubers I could go watch and be up to date on everything. The only thing I know of right now is there's a special thing to do with the Ogre Pokemon once you get it, to have it in your party and keep it throughout all of the DLC. I believe in one of our last streams, either Richard or Rigid had brought that up to my attention to keep him in my party throughout all of the playthrough of the story part of that. The other thing I know is supposedly the final fight of, I think, the second batch of the DLC is supposed to be one of the harder fights in the game. Possibly in all of the Pokemon franchise. Now, I have opinions about that off of what I understand makes it hard. Because I also think it's kind of hard not to have an upper level team by the time you get to him. If I was doing like a Nuzlocke run and I was, mandated on keeping a team at a certain power strength, I think I'd actually be far more believable on just how hard it's supposed to be. However, I haven't fought it yet, and I know that my team is a little overdone right now as far as level goes. Obviously, I'm running with Pokemon that I enjoy, trying to keep a mix of old favorites, some new favorites, and the Sandslash. There is an unfortunate story to that I will cover later on as we actually play the game. But I came across a Sandslash and actually just really like the idea of putting one on my team for whatever reason. I really don't remember what my justification was, other than, yeah, I don't dislike Sandslash, and something about putting a little spiky boy just felt right. Alright, so I'm jumping right into the story where we left off. Well, Ian, you took your sweet time. We wanted to talk to you before Kiki wakes up. I wanted to fix Ogerpon's mask, but I'll need one more material if I want to do a proper job of it. Yeah, according to Grandpa, we need to get a crystal cluster from the bottom of the I think I've been there. I think I've been to the crystal pool. I have gone around the map doing some grinding, but I didn't push through the story at all, and I can't remember if we went there on stream or not. Again, it's been a while since. Yeah, and as far as, like, Pokemon, I did play, like, about the same day-ish after the last stream. I should clarify that. But it's been a long gap since then, between then and now. I mean, we could just return the mask as it is, but I think it would make Ogerpon real happy if we fixed it up first. Honestly, I totally agree. Also, it is not uncommon in the mythos of Pokemon as a franchise to have these good deed actions and never have them taken poorly. So it's always a fun little avenue that they take it with. Welcome to the stream, Richard. I am doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. How are things going? What's been new? I did notice something about you doing some new reading recently on Twitter, but I have not kept myself as up to date on that as I wish I did. So, what are you reading recently, and how is the stories going? Especially now that I've heard the real story. I just want Ogerpon to be happy, you know? Well, I'm sure Ogre Pond will be pleased to know you care so much for it. Right? Morning, Grandpa. Ah, good morning, Kieran. Kiki, you better go kill time somewhere. Yeah, do whatever you want, sis. I will never get over the trembling hands thing. Every single time we've seen this, I feel like the player character right now. It's just like, lady, calm. Breathe. Also, I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for the eyes. Anyways, excuse me? I don't need that kind of attitude from you. I got stuff to do, okay? What's his problem? He's been all bent out of shape since yesterday. I don't know. He spent the evening in his room without so much as a bite of dinner. Must be teen angst or something. It happens. Says the lady who is shaking like a stressed out chihuahua every time something even slightly bends her direction. It would have been... And mind you, that's shaking out of what seems to be frustration and anger. Same level of shake, very different reasons. Although chihuahuas are known to be the spiteful little creatures. They're adorable, though. It would have been hard to get stuff done with Kiki clinging to you, Ian. Guess things worked out in our favor. The crystal pool's at the top of Oni Mountain. I'm usually not too keen on outsiders heading up the mountain, but I think we can make an exception for you. What say you and I go for a hike and find ourselves a crystal cluster? Alright, well, I know where we're going. Let me take a look at the map. I haven't even checked what's going on today. Curious what kind of Pokemon we have out and about. This is like the third time that I have seen these pop up in this map, I think. I think we had these guys in the last stream. And again, I think I had them the day afterwards as well. Are they? Do they just stick around? Because this is like a month, it feels like, since the last stream, and they're still hanging around. Maybe they're on a cycle and it's just... maybe it's just their time of the year. Not their time of the month, their time of the year. Anyways, so yeah, we are heading straight up. I don't see anything necessarily worth going out and seeking. If we had some like big clusters of the Ekans, I might go search out a possible shiny, but for the most part, I'm just gonna ride through on this. Alright, hold up here. I'm doing well. I actually started reading the first Wheel of Time book yesterday. Weird thing, the bit before the prologue is supposed to be one page on the Kindle. It took an hour to read, though. Okay, is it really one page long, or is it just like an absurdly long one page? Because if it's a standard page, that sounds like it's a very complex read, which would be very interesting, because that isn't something I have heard about the Wheel of Time. Ooh, I don't think I can make it up here. Oh, there we go. That's the path. Because that is not an update I have heard about Wheel of Time. I have rather heard that it's a really enjoyable read from what I have been informed on. I've also heard that it is massively different than the series, and that is as a boon to the book, not the... Was it Netflix or was it Amazon? Not to the show. I've heard that, as with many things, people enjoyed the books a lot more. But with Wheel of Time, it is to a fairly large degree. All right, go a little northwest. I'm just gonna stick to this kind of approximate crevice in the foundation here. I don't really know if it was made for me to go up that way, because a couple of spots really seem like they don't want me to climb it per se, but it also seems like it was intentionally made to be climbable. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, it's just... Oh, don't crash! Don't break on me, game! I really need to turn down the vibration on this controller. It is busting out everywhere. I don't remember what game I was playing, but I think so. The Ghillie Kit controller that I'm using, I think you can modify the vibration setting, and I feel like I've done that once before. And in hindsight, probably shouldn't have, or at least should have dialed it back before playing, because there is going to be a lot of vibration that the microphone might pick up on. Also, yes, Chihuahuas can be spiteful. I say that as someone with 3 of them. I remember one of my best friends growing up. They had a Chihuahua. Ended up being an absolutely overweight bag of baked beans. I don't know where else to go with that. But he was still an absolutely adorable, again, spiteful ball. It said it was page 10 to 11, but it was enough words to take an hour. Meanwhile, the prologue right after that is several pages, and it said, I assume that would be, it was like 17 minutes to read it. So it was just oddly wordy, but still actually just one actual page. There you are, Ian. Come on, get a load of this view. She's not wrong. This is the crystal pool. Bet you didn't expect it to be so pretty, huh? The crystals here are always shining. Isn't that strange? There's even a weird rumor that you can meet people here who've passed away. Now, we'll just need to get a little bit of crystal from the bottom of the pool so we can fix up the mask properly. And that's where you come in, Ian. Go on, then. Jump in. Don't be scared. Like, the water. Well, yeah, I can't swim, and besides, my clothes would get soaked if I did. I changed out of the garbage ass you guys put me in, and you want me to jump back in right now? You've got a real nifty Pokemon to ride on, right? You'll be fine. Yeah, my Koraidon is... Koraidon, right? God, it's been too long. It doesn't... Like, it can swim, but, like, it doesn't dive. I need to be in, like, Gen 3 with, like, a Whalmer or something for that. What in the... An earthquake? No, Rigid Rat's still in the Pokeball. Yo, hold the fuck up, though. Am I Lodic? No, I want it. Let me catch. No. Wait. This one looks strong. You're awful lucky that I'm around. No, get away! You'll hurt it. I want to catch. I can't Pokeball because you're involved. Alright, so obviously Rigid Rat is not in a position to be in the best of typing matchups. But I don't care. This is his first showing, and let's see what he's capable of. I actually just want to jump right into the Stab Earthquake. So let's see. Sorry, Carmen. Yeah, Rigid Rat had to take a second to get out. Now we're going to have an Earthquake. And it has so little health. That was just rude. And she was smart to have the Focus Sash on Morpeko. Rigid Rat came out and just bodied the Milotic. Sheesh. That surprised me. It surprised me too. Now get the fuck out of here. I want to go find another one and catch it. Now that I think about it, Pokemon like that one do show up. Are there boss runs here? That'd be cool. Do show up from time to time. You know, you're pretty handy to have around in a battle, aren't you? Yeah, I've been told that from time to time. Hey, is that? That would be the thing we're here for. A cluster of crystals found within the crystal pool. They sparkle brilliantly and are apparently necessary to repair a certain mask. There you go. Maybe it was stuck on that Pokemon you fought. Or it came busting out of the water when it just, like, knocked things loose with that little earthquake maneuver and then again jettisoned from the lake. The pool. The energy coming from those crystals at the bottom of the pool. I knew it! Miss Briar? Hi there, Carmen. And Ian, too. I thought you were paired with other students. Did you decide to switch things up? I'm sorry, Miss Briar, but this place is actually pretty special. I'm not a big fan of outsiders just wandering around up here. Sorry about that. I'm aware this is sacred ground, yes. I did get permission from the caretaker, though. Was that not sufficient? Why did you come here? Oh, just doing a bit of field research. I gotta say, I absolutely love her outfit, though. I was interested in the properties of the water here. Obviously, if you know anything about me, I'm a fan of straps, so, you know, the, what do they call that? The, it's not a brassiere, is it? The abdominal, device, I don't know what it's called, stands out, but also just the purple and, like, the gold just looks so good. I'm here. Yes, Rigid, you are here. We just had you have a showcase match where you absolutely buried a Milotic. Just finishing a duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Getting bodied because I got the big boss monster out too early. The girdle. Thank you. If that is what it is, I will ride that because I'll know. And well, my hunch was on the money. You see, the crystal pool's waters emit energy of the same wavelength as terrestrial energy. Though I have no idea why that is. Once I figure that out, I might be able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomenon in regions other than Paldea. I see. Well, we've got somewhere to be. So, bye! Bye, Felicia! And getting back down is going to be a lot easier, I assume. Yeah, pretty much due south with a little bit of eastern movement there. Nope. Get up. Climb. There we go. I should be able to hover my way right overboard and right over it and just drop myself on in. Anyways, now that we've made it out of there, Rigid, welcome to the stream. How are things going? Hopefully things are going well. What's new with you and what's been going on? Alright, I think the house is over this way a little bit. And we are ready to dive right on in. Oh, please, please, please. Yeah! Just made it past that. Literally couldn't drop down better if I tried. Oh! 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 Hold up! There we go. Okay. We're this far in and we're still getting bugs like that. Okay, gotcha, game. Hey, Grandpa. We got the crystal cluster you needed. Ian, Carmen, I'm sorry. Did something happen? Kieran, he ran off with the mask. What did Kiki do? Did you tell him about the ogre or something? I have said nothing. I don't even remember what's going on. Right. I'm sorry. I know you wouldn't just go blabbing to him like that. I mean, I might have wanted to, but, like, I literally couldn't, even if I wanted. Kieran seemed to be headed to Loyalty Plaza with the mask. I think it would be best for you two to go after him. Two. See you next fall. I expected that was going to go perfectly, and then we just kind of got that infinite fall bug. It really seemed like an out-of-place location for it to trigger, too. I think the plaza's up this way. I don't think I need to pull the map out for that. I am going to assume and ride my assumptions. Much as I ride my Kiraidon. Is it Kiraidon or Koraidon? I'm never going to find out that way. Koraidon. God, it's been too long since I have played Pokemon. Cool little Heracross over there. Not really all that interested right now. No, get! Climb, boy! I should probably get off of him at this point, though. I'm going to start running people over. Why is this child marked on the map with it? Is it this child? Is it someone over here? Oh, okay. So there must be some trial thing there. Okay, I was wondering why that child was marked with the ogre. Although I thought this was where we were going, I guess not. Oh. Yeah, okay, probably should have opened the map. I thought the plaza was where the festival took place. My bad. I was so confident in that, too. This was, I think, one of the first one of these markers that we came to. Alright, buddy. Why did you bring the mask here? Why did you bring the broken mask here? Ian? Kiki, what in the world do you think you're doing? The exclamation point. I know, but I was super confident that I was going the right way. And I didn't even look at the map at all. I realize my fall from grace and my arrogance. Kiki, what in the world do you think you're doing? You two knew, didn't you? You knew that the ogre wasn't the real bad guy in the stories. The Loyal Three were the real bad guys, but the ogre is the one that's getting treated like an outcast. You knew? Well, that would be a part of why he liked it so much. But also, I only just recently found out. I remember this. He snaps like a green bean. He is... This family is shown to be, at least of this generation of upcoming human beings, they're not shown to be the most stable. And you two did the same thing to me. You treated me like an outcast when you went and met with the ogre. That was an accident. I'm sorry, I didn't mean... You're no different than those villagers back then. You know how much I love the ogre. We are getting into some dangerous territory of the third entry of Pokemon Sword and Shield meme variety. Read into that as much as you like, but realize that this is an American-based stream. And these are school students. Bad jokes aside, continuing on. You acted like you didn't know anything, but you were laughing at me behind my back all along. That's not what happened at all. Liar! You're a liar! What's gotten into you, Kiki? You're acting, real off today. Ian? Battle me. If you win, I'll give you back the mask. So come on, battle me already. I mean... You good with that, bro? You are not in, the best of headspace. I need this battle. Get to your position. I'm not gonna hold anything back, you hear me? This is when I turn around to get in my position, and yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't pull out a Pokeball, he pulls out a Glock and just like blasts me in the back. Alright, unfortunately Earthquake's not going to do much good here. I know this isn't right, but I can't just hand the mask over to you. Alright, Rigid. Hit him with that Rock Slide. Okay, Rigid. That hurt. Let's not do that again. I got you good, huh? I can beat you, Ian. I will win! Just gotta keep up the momentum. I can go back from this. I got this. I got this! Kiki, I'm sorry. You took me by surprise and still got bodied. Alright. Poliwrath, let's swap around. Let's throw Dem in there. Poliwrath, I think, is fighting, so they will have the special, the added, type advantage there. But also, Dem's coming out with Thunder Fang. And Dem hits like a goddamn truck. So we'll see if that's good enough to get past this. I need to get this right. I'm gonna make sure to give the right commands. I struggled to read that. Good job, Dem. Put him in the ground. It'd be funny if he just pulled out the Remoraid and started blasting. I'm currently getting food because I haven't eaten yet, so I'll be quiet for a bit. Enjoy your food, Richard. I did so setting up the stream, so... Unfortunately, I didn't necessarily eat anything particularly good. It was just food to keep myself from being hungry. Alright, Gligar. Alright, Richard. You're coming in. Again, Richard, like, one of the MVPs of every one of these streams I do. He's going to get some food, so let's make sure he eats well. Oh, wait. Oh, I could just absolutely murder this thing, but I think that's unnecessary. We'll just hit it with the waterfall. All right, Kieran, what are you sending out next? Cramorant. I'll go for a standard crunch. Get some good, duck's not the pelican. These things are pelicans, that's right. I have never eaten a pelican, and that mildly bugs me. Because I have eaten a lot of exotic foods, and a pelican doesn't even sound that exotic. Oh, Diplin is the caramel apple dipped apple Pokemon, right? Let's see here. Let's send Ash out. Been a while since we've seen Ash in the chat, by the way. Ice Fang is 4 times effective. That might be useful later. Yeah, especially once it evolves, because right now it is too much Babu to be much of a threat. But the evolution might become a factor. All right. Oh, I thought Diplin was part grass, and that would give me the Fire Fang advantage. All right, I'll take it for what it is, though. We'll make sure that outer coating is nice and caramelized. I suspect you're gonna have to drop Ash's speed quite a bit to get the advantage out of him. It's goofy, but I love the idea of the syrup bomb. Yeah, still too fast. Ash is just one quick motherfucker. All right, now that you've been beaten, are you gonna have like an emotional breakdown again, like even further? Because we haven't hit rock bottom right yet. We've only just had the emotional outburst. Why? Why can't I be as good as you? Because you just ain't me. Just kick him while he's down. Man. Ah! I was gonna say, bro, I've been there. That hurts. Ow. Kiki, are you alright? Here. I promised. Thank you. Say hi to the ogre for me. Hey, listen. Kiki, I should apologize for... I'm going home. I'm sorry about all that. He's normally not like this at all. Do you think most people act up like that around Kieran's age? Act up like this? No. Act up? Yes. Right. I sure never let teenage angst get to my... Alright, Carmen, noted liar. I don't know what to do with him. Oh god. The click, clack, 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 clack. He was packing. You hear... Is that coming from the Loyal 3 monument? God damn it, Rigid, getting your dog all sticky. What is this furry convention? In a very different realm of the meaning of that, around... Oh wait, hold on, we got a cutscene. What's going on? They got that goofy music too. Am I supposed to be intimidated? I do like the bird one, though. The bird one looks pretty cool. Ah, okay. Kieran punched it and somehow broke the seal. That makes actually a little bit of sense. Especially because this would be a monument people would not be tending to strike all that often. What in the world? I also don't hate the bear guy. There's something about the monkey one just looks a little too goofy for me, but the bird is peak. Or is it peck? Okay. Yip. What do you want? What are they doing? Okay. I love the okay. Seriously, what is going on? I'm sorry. Y'all just peacing out? What was all that about? Was that the... You know. You're right. There were 3 of them. And they looked all sinister. That's gotta be them. The story said that they were laid to rest under the statues, right? What brought them back to life? The great big Poke Center in the sky! Wait, they ran off toward Kitakami Hall. That can't be good. Let's go after them. Come on, Ian. There's a theory that Pheasantipity, the bird of the Loyal 3, was once an unpheasant. I wouldn't be... I would believe that, but also I am a fan of the idea that... You remember the three dogs, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune? I am of the group that absolutely loves that I don't know if it's ever confirmed, but the theory, the story, the lore concept that those were 3 evolutions, a Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, that died when that building burned down. So this would be kind of a reintroduction of that concept, if the case, and I adore that. You know what? I think I know where I'm going, but I learned my lesson. I also didn't learn that Y button is the map. Yeah, okay, so that's the town. So Kitakami Hall is where I thought I was going before. Got it. Which would actually be easier for me to take the mountain path to get to. Although, we're kind of goofing on the climb up. Oh, and what I was mentioning earlier when the topic of a sticky dog came up. Again, let's not take this to the furry convention path. Around last Easter, when we were doing all of the egg decorations with my nieces and nephew, my dog was sitting around the table. Every so often an egg would crack, and they were hard-boiled eggs, so when an egg got cracked, it was... yeah, earthquake. It would not be uncommon for her to swoop in and eat the egg that we'd leave down on the floor for the dogs to get to intentionally. While amongst all of that, one of the kids ended up spilling their entire... when you're doing egg painting, you have a cup of water to rinse your brush off in. Well, being that the youngest of them is, I won't say the exact age, but is definitely well below 10 years old, she quite often would have a paintbrush doused in paint that she'd rinse off in there. So, the paint to water ratio was very high, and she had spilled the cup over right onto my dog. And so I had a very colorful German Shepherd for a little bit there. And trying to wash her in the tub was not an easy task. We got it all out, and she was very clean afterwards, but she was very much not happy and was panicked when it happened, followed by the frustrations of needing to get her away from the paint so she doesn't eat the paint, needing to clean up the mess, and all of that stuff. So it was a very hectic moment, and she was incredibly stressed out during all of it. And then, of course, I lost a pair of t-shirts, a t-shirt and a pair of pants when I had to get her into the tub, because I, of course, had to pick up the dog, who was too confused and not able to understand directions at that point. So I had to pick her up, walk her into the bathroom, and I just got coated in paint myself, and rather than even bother trying to wash it out of anything, it was a basic white t-shirt and a pair of old sweatpants, so I just tossed them. Decorating eggs with the young yolks. Ah, if it isn't Ian. If only you'd been here a few minutes earlier. Hey, did those lousy 3 Pokemon come here? I believe you mean the loyal 3, Carmen. Forget about that silly tale. Always with your attitude. But yes, you did miss out on an incredible treat. The loyal 3 were just visiting our humble little hall. It seemed they wished to collect the shining masks we've kept safe here at Kitakami Hall. So naturally, we representatives of the hall were happy to return the masks to them with all haste. You gave them the masks? And we offered them a platter of our Kitakami mochi, packed full of our best herbs. The loyal 3 gobbled them up in a flash. And you fed them? Kitakami mochi are full of nutrition. The loyal 3 are bigger and stronger now, I'm sure. Bet those lousy 3 are the bad guys. Oh, but those lousy 3 are the bad guys. The masks belong to the Ogre Pawn. I really wish I could tell them everything. I mean, you could. They won't believe it, but you could. So, where did those 3 go? They went at once to ascend Oni Mountain. Revenge on Ogre Pawn. I bet that's what they have on their mind. Perhaps as they have it in mind to finish off the terrible ogre that leaks in the dreaded den. No wonder they were dubbed the Loyal 3. Such hard-working heroes they are. This isn't the time to be laughing. If the story we heard is true, then those 3 must have gone to get revenge on Ogre Pawn. They say the ogre fought using the power of its masks, but Ogre Pawn doesn't have any masks right now. It won't stand a chance. Let's give it its mask back. Give it the power. Yeah, we're on the same page. But we should split up. You head to the dreaded den and help Ogre Pawn. I'll go back home and get the mask fixed up. I'm tripping over my words hard. Give me the mask and the crystal. Thanks. I'll head your way the moment the mask is fixed. Until then, make sure Ogre Pawn is safe. How old is she supposed to be? Because she treats her sibling like he's supposed to be a teenager. I don't know his age, but if he's a teenager, and the way she's speaking, she's got to be at least like 17 up, right? Like, it just, Again, that seems to be around the era that you would start to, as a child, think that you aren't a teenager, but also those that are like 13, 14, 15, oh, they're still just kids. Alright, where up the mountain are we going? Alright, just straight up this way. Can do. Was it this way? Oh. Oh. I don't think I can climb up there from this side. I think it was blocked off before. I'm trying to look around, you annoying little bat. And then you frisked Rigid. How dare you? It isn't clear, but Carmen is supposed to be around 16-ish. Yeah, again, like I said, it just kind of makes sense for that 17 range because you're just starting to worry about some of the adult issues that are going to start coming up, and that's kind of about the time you start to develop that that mindset that she is portraying here. At least the approximate timeline, give or take. Alright, is it up this way? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I couldn't remember if there was a cliff that was kind of in the way here or not. So I just wanted to bypass that. Alright, let's get off. Whoa, wait, hold on. I knew it. I didn't have a time to heal in between. Whoop, I am like moving around faster than my thumbs want me to be. Alright, that should be relatively comfortably topped off. Pretty close. Mask is way harder to say in plural. Griffic. And we can see fairly clearly what's going on. I love that it's like pulling up its, I don't know what you call it because it's not the, it's like a mantle. It really is just trying to like shell itself in. Key. Kya! God, these are such goofy noises. Can I Pokeball yet? You're making me fight things that I can't catch, and I'm not happy about that. I suspect by the poses it's making, it is in some way, shape, or form fighting type. Let's see if Rigid has enough time here to pop off a Swords Dance. I'm sorry, where the fuck did Psychic come from? Alright, there we go. Big, beefy, strong muscles on Rigid. And then pop him with that Earthquake. Alright, yeah, no, it hurt, but he's good. Okay, and it would have been super effective anyways. I probably didn't even have to do the Swords Dance. That was just to flex. You have your work cut out for you with this DLC, by the way. I remembered you being farther in. Yeah, there's 2 tiers of the DLC, and I'm fairly certain this is only still tier 1. So I've probably got a fair bit to go. However, now that we're far enough in, there is an update I want to give. I have been hyping up my want to do a playthrough with Paper Mario, then the Thousand Year Door. I'm going to get my statement out before we progress into the story, so please bear with me on this. As it has come out, There are some things about the re-release that have me perplexed. Poor decision making, in my opinion, from the people doing the updates. There are some things about it that I'm super excited for too. So I am very much in the middle ground of I'm not sure if I want to pick it up or not. There are some things about it that do personally bug me. I won't get too far into that. If you're up to date on what's going on with it, then you already know what I'm talking about. And you understand that me as the kind of person I am, I don't particularly like censorship and changes that aren't made in good faith. Some of these changes, in my opinion, are not made in good faith. I think most of them largely probably are. However, there's a couple of them that aren't, and that does personally bug me. I'm stuck in the idea of whether or not I'll do a stream of it. However, I still stand by the idea that the game is going to come out and it's probably going to be largely more good than bad. If somebody has not played Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, I would still say this is probably a game you're going to want to get. Even with these changes that bug me, they're not like... Okay. Anyways, they're not like so detrimental to the story that they're going to throw anything off or anyone off playing through the game. I know what that's about upstairs. I had some family members coming by to pick some things up and drop some things off. So Ray is probably just up there telling me that they just showed up. Anyways, there we go. As I was saying, I assumed you could hear Ray barking. I'm sorry. If you have not played the game, I would still say it's probably worth picking up. I think people are going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm sketchy on whether or not I'm going to pick it up, and I'm even sketchier on whether or not I'm going to stream it because I have these personal issues regarding it. However, I don't want to dismay anybody from picking it up because I still think unless you're an absolute stick-up-the-ass hard-headed person like me, you're probably not going to care enough, and it'll be an enjoyable game, and I want to put that out there. However, because of that, there have been a slight rearrangement in my plans. I have an old favorite Game Boy Advance game that I am going to be streaming one of the two versions of. If you're familiar with Pokemon and how back in the day they had the reds and the blues and the golds and the silver, this version also has two versions that actually tell two very different stories, but are still two parts of the same story, if that makes sense at all. They happen, I believe, at the same time, but in parallel, and are two very different story advancements. I believe the game was Demi Kids. I keep wanting to call it Devil Children. I think that's the original name, but Demi Kids is what it released as in America. And it is a game that I have now hyped myself up in my own head wanting to go through and play. Of course, this does come from an era where there is a lot of localization that would happen and things like that. But what I find really interesting in this game is that it's rated E, and by modern standards, it might even be rated M. Anyways, I'm going to be super excited to play that game after we finish the Pokemon DLC, or even while we're playing the Pokemon DLC, I might sprinkle it in here and there, because I've now got it in my head that this is something I really want to do. Anyways, that's the full update. Back to the Pokemon DLC, because we are in the middle of a battle, and I'm not too worried after how well that one went. Okay. I don't know what it sounds like, and I can't get that out of my head. It's about the only voice I'm doing for those three. Knock it off, all of you! They were trying to go 3 against 1 on you. Huh. I guess a fair's fight too much to expect. But now that we're here, we'll make you regret ever coming back to life. I will break your neck! She just goes off. Kiki. They ran away. Right past all 3 of us. We literally could have done anything and have hindered their movement. I guess I'm just too much for them to handle. You are too much for anybody to handle. You terrify me as a person. Ian, go on, say it properly. About the mask, I got so angry, and what I did was real dumb. So, I'm sorry. I have nothing to apologize for. Don't mention it. I don't know what I did that I have to apologize for. I just kind of existed and did what I do. Thanks, Ian. He was sulking around, so I grabbed him by the collar and dragged him here. And, well, I'm glad I did. Look at him! Look at him be all happy and excited. Bon bon! Very, very Kirby-esque, Pollo! It's really you. The real-life ogre. Wowzers, you're really something. You wanted to be the one to give him the mask back to Ogrepon, right, Kiki? This is for you, dear ogre. It seems scared. Maybe it's not good with new people, Kiki. I don't think it'll take the mask if I'm the one giving it back. You should be the one to do it, Ian. It is weirdly adorable. Like, yeah, you can't say otherwise. There was a Paper Mario inspired... Wait, hold on. There's a couple here. The subreddit for Paper Mario has been making fake changes from the original to the new one that are actually funny because you can tell these changes are fake. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I have seen some heavily, obviously photoshopped goofball ones that are in the flavor of Easter eggs that I know exist within the Paper Mario series as a whole. And seeing some of the Photoshop ones that people are putting into it is kind of funny. There was a Paper Mario inspired Pokemon ROM hack I once played that wasn't very far in. I wish they continued that, even if it was so different. Carmen is indeed terrifying, in my opinion. Admittedly, that's kind of funny, but yes, also scary. She really gives me, like, okay, if you know Dragon Ball and you're familiar with the character Chi-Chi and her relation to her emotional swings, she gives me Chi-Chi vibes, but like, rather than punching a Saiyan that's barely gonna feel it and is played for comical gags, I expect her to, like, again, just absolutely full-on snap and, like, grab that crane Pokemon and break its neck. Like, that's the kind of unhinged she strikes me as, and it works. I think that's what they're going for. But then you have this. Like, Carmen is bipolar personified. It seems so happy. It seems pretty comfortable around you, Ian. It'd be nice if we could give the other three masks back to Ogrepon too, don't you think? Did those 3 Pokemon take the masks that were in Kitakami Hall? They didn't take them? I mean, yes, but they were absolutely given them with, like, a smile and everything. Yeah, never mind that never mind that the masks rightfully belong to poor Ogrepon here. It's the handshake, man. That's what sells it. The handshake and the eyes. The eyes, like, transition to be even sharper. I wouldn't put it past the so-called Loyal 3 to plot a second ambush either. We need to keep Ogrepon safe while we deal with them. That means the 3 of us are going to form a team. The Mask Retrieval Squad. Count me in. I'm good for this. Good idea, isn't it? And you get to be my second in command. I can come too. Of course. And now that that's settled, let's go gather intel about those Loyal 3 in Misui. I almost read that as Missouri. We're gonna get those masks back. We can read! Alright, ooh, okay, Ogerpon is actually full on. Does he ride Koraidon? Wait. I just realized. Return to town with the Pokemon that everybody thinks is the big villain. Alright, I need to know. Ogerpon, you good for this? Yeah, might have ran into some trouble. Okay, there we go. Okay, I had to know if I get a little bit of travel in there, was he gonna pop back down? That makes getting back to town a lot easier. Although we do have to do it from this side of the bridge. Literally hearing the original Pokemon English theme as you're playing this right now because Scott's watching it in his room. God, I recently... Why did I think those were a bunch of Digletts? Anyways, I recently started watching the, what was the, is it Master Quest? The arc where Ash is going around challenging the, I think the post-game Ruby Sapphire era. Was it Ruby Sapphire? No, the Diamond and Pearl, I think. I think it's Master Quest that I've been watching. And by watching, I mean late at night as I'm getting ready for bed, I'm just loading up some old files from my computer. So, define watching as you will. But, Pokemon themes, across the board, they all slap. Battle Frontier. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Again, you can see how closely I've been paying attention to the files that I just have in my playlist loaded up for going to bed. Basically, they have just been the background noise that I go to sleep to. What's wrong, Ogerpon? I bet it doesn't want to go. I'm not surprised. People hate it. The villagers did a pretty good job of chasing it away back then, so... Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, maybe Ogerpon can wait for us here. Yes, right outside the village where somebody going out to, I don't know, walk their Growlithe might just happen across it, panic, run back into town, scream, everybody grab their pitchforks and torches, and return to square zero. Colin, ordinarily I would be up for that, but I am definitely focused on pushing my way through the story, and as much as I appreciate the offer, I am going to have to turn that down for the time being. However, thank you very much, and as always, welcome to the stream. Hopefully things are going well for you. If you care, let us know how things are going for you. Battle Frontier not getting a full version of the theme song is a crime against humanity, in my opinion. That's absolutely fair. Do you think it'll be okay? Pay attention now, Ogerpon. We go in village. You stay here. Ogerpon, stay. Do you understand? Paul? I'm gonna take that as a no. Wait for us here. We'll come back, okay? Pull me! Looks like it understood that. What was wrong with what I said? Again, the personality... the shape, like, I half expect her to grab it by the horns and just slam it back first into the ground. She is absolutely wild every time she's on screen. And I feel like the game is really wanting me to relate with the brother, Kieran? I think that's what I am not showcasing my talents here. Is it inside that I go? Who am I supposed to be talking to? No, leave things alone, please. I'm trying to figure out what I was supposed to do because I was not paying nearly enough attention. Yeah, it's literally showing me this location here, but I'm not looking for crystals. Yeah, I really should have paid better attention to the story then, I guess. Anyways, if you want to know the typings of the Loyal 3, refer to my previous comment on that matter. If you want to be surprised, that's cool too. Okay, I do see that you put some things up there. But yeah, I will leave myself in the dark. Although I do know that one is at least capable of psychic moves and is weak to the earthquake. So that is going to be good to go knowing in. Alright, unironically, like, where am I supposed to go in town? Because... Oh, wait, was I supposed to talk to her? Because I think she's back this way. We need to gather... Oh! Okay. God damn it. I'm just an idiot. I saw the Loyal 3 coming down on Mochi. Chowing... I was going to say, coming down off Mochi? They were talking about some different herbs than I thought they were. Chowing down on Mochi at Kitakami Hall. Alright, well, I already ran into Kitakami Hall. I want to grab this item and head... Oh, whoa, what was that lag? The character couldn't even walk straight. I saw Pheasantipity zoom through the sky over Oni Mountain. It was so much cooler than the stories say. Alright, so obviously I am looking for the orange text people. Look at the little Vulpix is up there. That's adorable. I assume I'm still supposed... Oh, here we go. What? We're pretty much the most lovey-dovey couple ever, don't you think? You bet. There's probably not a pair on the planet as perfect as you and me. I don't know. You ever play that Pokemon game with the couple that was literally running around with a Cloyster and an Onix? Right? Hey, you. We're wondering if there are any Pokemon that are lovey-dovey like the two of us. If you manage to find any, bring them here. Oh, I'm sure you'll find one. When Lechonk fly. Well, there's Love Disc. There's the mice that hold hands the whole way through. That's incredibly lewd. In public, even. Have you seen Okidogi of the Loyal 3? That purple scarf it wears is so lovely. I saw it wandering around the Barrens. Alright, one more. Need to find one more person that has some information. Come on, you gotta be somewhere around here. Need another person with the orange text. Oh. Wow, hold up. I'm getting stuck on stuff here. Ah, here we go. I thought someone had collapsed, so I went to check on them, but it was just Monkey Dory taking a nap. It can be so peaceful around that pond out there. What an ideal place for a snooze. Boom. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Worry don't, me idiot too. We're back, Ogre Pond. Just like I said we would be. Alright, let's combine the info we've gathered. You first, Kiki. Okay, so here's what I heard. I see. Interesting. Thanks to the information you two brought, I think we know exactly where each of those lousy three is hiding. What did you learn? What information did you gather? Look, I'm the leader here. Mundane work like gathering info just doesn't suit me. So I stood there like a bump on a log and did literally nothing. Besides, I tried talking to a few people here and there, but they all got nervous. I wonder why. I'm just too pretty for my own good. I'll record everything we found out about those three in your Rotom phone, Ian. That way we won't forget any of it. The whereabouts of Okidoki, Monkey-Dory, and Pheasantipity have been added to your map. Now then, let's go retrieve those masks. I'm not going. What? You're part of the team. You need to come along. As long as Ian's around, I'm sure Ogre Pond will feel safe. Besides, I got things to do. Sorry. I'm gonna go home and cry. I wonder if he's still upset. Well, I can't force him to tag along. Let's just take care of this ourselves. I suspect he is absolutely just hell-bent on beefing himself up, because that was kind of a part of that match that we had, was him also just wanting to be better than us. You can decide where we head first. Let's get all of Ogre Pond's masks back, alright? Alright. Let's go clockwise. I think one of them was like over here in the corner. Pretty far around. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit of a trek, but we'll take it. No need to fast travel. I think we can make it there on foot just fine. Besides, that gives me the maximum opportunity to try and spot some... Well, I was going to say shiny Pokemon, but I guess random Pokemon will work too. Also, I didn't realize Rigid probably needs that top off. The top off? Brain function good, please. We'll just pop a max instead. Oh, by the way, I didn't showcase this. So, I mentioned that I ran into some issue with the Sandslash that I had before. I was super excited. Let me check summary. At the Sandslash I had before, it was like perfect stat layout. I was super excited, and my game crashed, and I lost the Sandslash that I had. So I went out and found a different one. And I got pretty damn close on that stat layout. Because, I mean, overall, that's a beefy, stabby, slashy boy right there. So anyways, that's the layout for the Sandslash that I have. And the unfortunate game crash that I talked about earlier. Which also, unfortunately, took a shiny with it. Which absolutely sucks. But, yeah. Put the soft sand on it so that the Earthquake, the go-to move for Rigid Rat. Top off? That's what she said. No. That's what he said, and she obliged. Anyways, I wanted to showcase that Pokemon because, like, that was part of the reason that I was super excited to have the Sandslash in my team when it happened, was coming across one, catching it by actually unintended button inputs that resulted in me throwing... Is it up that way further? I think so. Oh. Get away from that. Don't want to fight it. It's just going to be a waste of my time. Yeah, okay, we are actually supposed to go farther up. Anyways, so it was an unintended catch, and then I noticed the stat layout being how it was, and I thought I could kind of run with that for a bit. Anyway, so that was why I went out and had to go find another Sandslash that was at least similar enough to make it feel like that was what I wanted to put on the party. And thus, Rigid Rat, the Super Saiyan 3 Rigid Rat was born. Holy mother of God! Boy does look bigger! He was not that size when we fought him before. Ah, it's the cocky looking one. That huge head must mean it's Monkey Dory. Hey, I may be wrong about this, but has it gotten bigger than when we last saw it? Time for us to put this one in its place. Will you let me throw a Pokeball this time? I'm feeling like I should have saved first. Yeah. Oh, okay. It does. It do have it's its own health bar. Yep. Anyways, look, we didn't have to Swords Dance last time, so let's see how it goes. Just straight earthquaking right off the bat. Again, sorry, Morpeko. I wonder if it'll go all red in the face when we give it a good trouncing. Whoa. Oh no. Morpeko, I'm sorry. 1 health eating an earthquake. Although, you know what? Popping the status ailment. I appreciate that on the way out. Okay, so it can take a bit of a whooping. That's one sassy monkey. Very slay. Reminds me of when I had long hair. Hold on. I do like the new Sinistea vibe. Sinatra. Sinistra? I do like the Macho Ghost. That is where I'm going with this. Alright. So let's put that crown on the king. Let's get even more power out of that earthquake. So yeah, I went all in on maximizing that earthquake damage. Had I Swords Dance, we'd have it be doing even more damage right now. Someone's got a weakness. We can just keep using that move until it faints then. Come on, Rigid, hold strong. Give him another one. Alright, you know what? Double psychic, that kind of hurt. Get in there! I mean, I suppose thank you, but that was like the worst stat to buff. Did you not see when I showcased the stat line up that like that's the one to ignore? Oh, motherfucker. You're right, it's Terra Rock, not Terra Ground. Anyways, so I will have to, I believe you can change the Pokemon's Terra type. I'll have to look into that. I totally thought it was Terra Ground, and I was super excited about that. Again, you can see that I am worried about too much stuff to read, and am trying to go off of mental memory, which is not always the best for me. But yes, either way, it is what it is. Now I feel real goofy, though. Well, we at least got the mask back, so I can look as goofy as I want, because I don't look like that. That's depressing. Although, like, Ogerpon does look super happy to have it back, all the same. Also, like, the Crystal Tears, although I'm not, like, big on the whole crying aspect of it, they are kind of cool. It sure is happy. You know, I felt this way at the Crystal Pool, too, but we make a good team, don't we? 2 masks left. Let's take the rest of the loyal 3 down. Alright, so that was the one that I knew going in that Rigid had a strong move to put in the face of. But let's swap Richard in for the next one. I don't even know who it is, but we're continuing the clockwise check up here. So we're going to fly this time. But now it is the big Ogre Bear Boy? You need 50 Terra Shards of the type you want to change the Terra type back into at the restaurant in Medali. I haven't done that before, and I know that I've got a fairly decent run of a bunch of them in my pack. I probably don't have 50 because that is a pretty high bar to have, but I've got to be close if that's the case. And if so, I might look into that by the end of all of this. I'm just going in with what Pokemon I want to throw into the lineup. I know you shared the typings above. The only thing that I did notice is to go see where the messages came in. I did notice you said something about the oh man, the unpheasant or whatever the name, the pippity boy. I'm terrible at that. Anyways, was not flying. That was the one message I did read. Here's the buff one, Okie Dokie, with all of its mean muscles. This one's gotten bigger too, huh? That is an evil smile. Come on, Ian. It's time to cut this Pokemon down. Careful about cutting. I recently had an incident in which I had... I went to go put something away, and a piece of equipment... I'm not going to get too far into it, and I'm not going to describe too much, because it's a short story, but... anyways, something broke, left a very razor-sharp edge, and my hand slipped because what the platform I expected to be there was no longer there, and my wrist slid right across that sharp piece of tooling, and I was panicked. Obviously, anytime you have a cut to your wrist, could be real bad. And although it was about an inch wide gash, it was long ways, not across, and it missed anything important in that area. However, I couldn't tell that until I was able to clean it out and get it, get it wiped off and look at it. while it's still dripping everywhere. But at least it was clean enough that I could tell I wasn't going to be needing a hospital trip. But that took forever to heal. I actually have some powder for Rhea, my German Shepherd. She will sometimes wear her claws too far down right after going to the groomers. She'll clip them on concrete and things, and she'll do some minor bleeding. As such, we no longer trim her down that far. But when it first happened, I ran out and picked up some of this powder stuff. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head, but it is to stop bleeding. And I ran to my medicine cabinet and grabbed that and put that on my wrist to try and stop. Look, I was panicked. But anyways, it wasn't anything serious, and it's almost healed up fully now. But man, that was a wild trip in the past between last stream and this stream. All right, I feel like opening up with an Ice Fang and see what happens. That scarf's way too stylish for the likes of you. I'm gonna teach you to sit. Getting very Inuyasha-esque with our references here. Jeez, be cautious around sharp objects. Yeah, the thing is nothing was sharp before it broke. It was sharp where it broke. It was clearly a serious problem and imperfection within the steel. Alright, again, the paralysis is good because every so often they'll stall and they lose their speed, so we've got a little bit more momentum to gain there. And it's got the flinch that it's got to roll against. Alright, we haven't gotten anything to be relatively effective so far, so let's try the crunch. Man, we are... Richard doesn't have much to throw at it so far, it seems. Alright, we'll run to the bulldoze last. Unfortunately, this does mean that Morpeko is going to be getting out of here. And that's super effective too. Well, damn. Alright. Rigid, you feel like coming in for a round two? Ooh, we found its weakness. Nice analysis there. My second in command. Ooh! Alright, that was kind of rough. Yana's a fun one. If you boost attack, it's kind of like Richard's gotta stay in, so we'll see. God damn it! It would be attack! Richard just got swoller, and now he's gotta stay in. I gotta make use of that, right? Okidogi is more of a dog. Yeah, I kind of realized the dogi. But it still looks very bear-like. It's got that. It's got very Ursaring framing to its body. And even as far as the visuals go, the face, if it wasn't for the ears, would be very bear-like as well. Alright, so we're going to Terrasilize again, and this time put a little bit of extra damage onto our waterfall, because there really wasn't anything that struck me as any more or less useful in this fight so far, so we're going to run with that one. And this one I know is water. This one I'm confident in. Moments before Richard tells me, Ian, you're a dumbass, and that's ice. That's a lot better. That one poison jab, man, that was intimidating. That critical hit. Don't you get stronger? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you is you are about to get bodied, my friend. There you go. I guess it makes a weird amount of sense for Richard to be the one to deal with the bear dog. The bear dog demon boy. Hey, look, it dropped a mask too, just like the last Pokemon. Now that mask is a little bit more intimidating. Pun. That makes 2 masks back where they belong. Gotta take that Mario Superstar grab pose. We did it, Ogrepon! 1 left. No opponent's gonna give us any trouble so long as we're a team. Kiki really should have come with us. Well, 1 more mask remaining. Let's make this a loyal one. A loyal nun. Good thing I've got some Pop-Tarts to snack on while I watch. Yo, Pop-Tarts sound good. I'm about to tear some open. What? What flavor? I gotta know what flavor. There is a tier list of Pop-Tarts flavor to be done at some point. If I ever get around to doing tier lists, that is what I could do. I have had many a variety of Pop-Tarts in my days. One of the few snack foods. So recently I have cut out a lot of my okay, that was... I've cut out a lot of my snack foods that aren't particularly healthy choices. Unfortunately for me, those are ones that have remained because I do enjoy them too much. Also, name brand Pop-Tarts, I don't care what anybody says, are unfortunately better than the cheaper alternative, and that's because they dare to have more filling per bite. I swear by that. Wait. Okay, yeah, closer to the mountains. Got it. There we go. Yeah, we'll fly up to the crystal pool and just hop, skip, and a jump to the east. Ooh, brown sugar, cinnamon. Of the less like berry flavors, that is one of the good non-berries. I would put right up there with the s'mores flavor as well. There we go. They're, again, one of the flavors that per bite really give you more of that flavor punch. Yo, the top of this rock here kind of giving me a little bit of Cubone vibes from that angle we were looking at. No, want the item. That was a pretty useful item to struggle for. It's flying. It would never expect death from above. I actually managed to collide with it. Yo, Eggo Pop-Tarts. There was another one they made recently that I had for the first time. Eggo Pop-Tarts pretty good, but there is, I think is it a banana muffin or like a banana nut bread or something? There's a banana one that they made recently that I had for the first time, and I was shocked at how good it was. As a man whose favorite breakfast is waffles, Eggo Pop-Tarts, they were my favorite personally. Yeah, no, they're pretty good. Again, if you find them, would recommend. The same thing with those banana ones. Banana is a weird flavor to get right for a lot of companies, in my opinion, because when you start getting to that mushy point with the banana flavoring, a lot of them can get it really, really wrong and dance into the realm of a bitter, almost almost citric acid, and that almost leads it into a vomit territory. And it's why banana is so hard for a lot of these places to get right. Those ones were passable. To be clear, I only had them toasted, but I thought they were pretty decent. Yippee! Bruh! You're out there in the sky. A clear advantage. Pheasantipity. Okay, that was the name. And you go underground. You fool! And I'm following something underground, thinking that outside was its advantageous location. Perhaps I was the fool all along. Perhaps the real Pheasantipity were the friends we made along the way. Boy, what in the hell is up with this cave system? This is kind of cool laid out. Although, please get off the stalactite? I can never remember which is which. Just want items, do not want needless battles. Ooh. Oh, wait, hold on. This one's not needless. I like Quagsire. Get over here. Get over here. Get the ball. We have the, what is it, the Clodsire or whatever, the Mud Ball version. And I know I have a Quagsire, but look, I want more Quagsires in my life. Although I'm not sure I'll be able to make this one work. No. A part of me wants to counter Earthquake and show it. You know, I'm gonna do it. I gotta show it what a real Earthquake is like. I'm sorry! It had to be done! Alright, let's head back out this way. I suspect this is really where we're supposed to. Oh, that's one of the poison dragons. The goomy gummy guys. I looked at it and I thought it was a Grimer and I was gonna get super excited. Alright, there we go. Alright, it pulled me down here. It wants to have a fight on its terms. Oh. Wait, hold up. This is still a platform outside. What was the point of pulling me through there, buddy? There's the one that flies. Pheasantipity. How is it they've all gotten bigger like this? Give me a break. Yeah, they told you they were chowing on some like super steroid mochi. Time to bring this one down, Ian. We knew coming in that they were juiced up. I still think, unironically, that's one of the cooler ones. Alright, so I gotta hear me out. I'm coming into this knowing that it's somehow not part flying. There's no fucking way Earthquake hits, right? I know we're enemies, but its face is so pretty. I couldn't read the rest of that. The Thunder Wave's good. No fucking way! Holy shit! And it was super effective. I had no idea coming into here that Richard was just going to be the MVP of dropping the Loyal 3. Wow. Hold on, what did I just say? That Rigid was going to be the MVP at dropping the Loyal 3. Didn't even realize what I said. Alright, let's pop a Swords Dance. And then get its attack cut. And we're going to run another Swords Dance because we've got the time and energy to make that happen. I am terribly sorry, Might Yana. Alright. So that is 2 Swords Dances. We do have that poison being an issue. Although that top off is very nice, thank you. And from here, we know that Earthquake hits it. Let's see that damage boost. And you paralyze. Oh, look at it. One shot, just put right into the ground. One more and it's buried. Again. Rigid as a Sandslash really did just come in this episode and just became him. What if just everything was weak to me all along? We're like the ogre and its masks. We helped bring out each other's full power. And there it is. We got the last mask. I'll be honest, out of all the masks, I do like the base original one the most. I do like the red fire one too, though. Congratulations, Ogrepon, and good work, Ian. We've got all the masks. But it just feels a little clashing with that, the rest of the green body. Unless the body changes when it wears the masks too, because that would be pretty cool as well. Thank goodness it all worked out. Right, Ogrepon? Ian, sis. Kiki, what's up? Well, I wanted to ask a favor. I wanted you to come to the village and bring the ogre with you. But the villagers... You gotta trust me. It'll be okay, I promise. That's all I wanted to ask. Just come. Ah, is that what he was doing? Is he was spending all this time trying to work around with the villagers? I wonder what's gotten into him. Everyone in the village think that Ogrepon's a menace, right? I hope he knows what he's doing. But he did have a confident look in his eyes. Let's trust Kiki and head to the village. If things go south, I'll use my natural charm to smooth things over. Give me one moment here, guys. Alright, so I don't know where this let out from. Mimikyu, my baby boy. Alright, so we can just kind of head south and fly our way down from here. But before that, Rigid really came out of that just like perfectly fine. At this point, it would be pointless to pull him out from the lead party. I don't know if there's going to be another fight during the time left in this stream, but definitely going to make my way around there. Whoops. Went right into it. Yeah, okay. I was going to run, but I'm okay with throwing... I'm okay throwing rocks at the baby bird. One of those things where I realized what I was going to say right as I went to say it. Speaking of baby birds, I actually have a nest literally so close to right outside when I walk out of my house that I could literally just stand on a soapbox and peer in and see the baby birds. Which is, I suppose, partially comforting to know that the wildlife is that comfortable with being that close to my house that literally I just step outside, stand on a anything and would be able to see the babies. No joke, the measurement from where the nest is to the frame of the door is like 6 inches. City kids. Are you mocking me? Alright, let's see here. I will catch a roll pix. Don't really need one, but it's got to survive the rock throwing first. Yeah, see, look, the people weren't the sole problem. Ogerpon is also very tense about the whole situation. You really don't want to be here, do you? I can't even blame it. Have you met people? We suck. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Kiki, what's this all about, really? I know you must be scared, Ogerpon, but I did my best. So, just trust me and come with me, okay? The little smile. So, that's the ogre. Ogerpon. It's actually real? Let's have Kieran have his spotlight here. So this is the ogre of Oni Mountain. The true face of Ogerpon, whom we've so sorely wronged. For far too long, we've told tales casting you as the villain here in Kitakami. I'm surprised they were so quick to believe it. We all owe you a great apology. What? Why this sudden about face? Kieran's been running around the whole village telling everyone the true story of what happened. I was worried he'd stir up a lot of resentment, so I told him to stop, but... We're so sorry, dear Ogre. Ogrepon's so cute. Look, Ogrepon is legitimately cute. You can't fault... I assume that's the lady or the kid screaming that. It seems that I was wrong to worry so much. Who knew Kiki had it in him? Especially since he usually hates talking to people. Again, I don't blame him. Have you met people? From now on, you can come to the village whenever you want. And you don't need to hide your face when you do. The 3 masks we kept at Kitakami Hall rightfully belong to you all along. If you've managed to get them back from those 3 villains, please feel welcome to keep them. We got the masks back, and we managed to clear Ogrepon's name. Now that's what I call a happy ending. One last thing to do. Let's escort Ogrepon back to its home. Kieran? You good, bro? We're gonna... Oh, there we go. We're gonna top off the at the Pokemon Center here. I don't think we're injured at all, but at this point we're probably short a little bit of PP, and if you've ever lived in the modern world, you don't want to be short on the PP. Alright, I guess we climb back up the mountain. Nobody give me that look. It's the game that made it PP, not me. Hippity hoppity. There. Oh, whoop. No, climb! Climb the Oni Mountain. I swear this is the same pillar I get up on top of every single time. At this point, it's probably partially muscle memory as to where I'm going. I'm sorry, who the hell are you? There we go. You're a problem that's been dealt with as well. Motherfucker! Eat all of the earthquakes and every inch of my fat ass. There we go. And hop on down. Ooh, what are you? Well, here we are. I think my chat just crashed. Hold on, give me a second. Yes, it did. Wow, it must have crashed a while ago. I just realized this, so let me backtrack on the chats that I've missed. Flashback to the banana dick jokes that you made in Mega Man Battle Network stream. That entire stream... That is the only thing I remember about Mega Man Battle Network at this point, and it is my headcanon, and I have only played the first one. I actually didn't play the other ones. No. I played one of the other ones. I just don't think I beat it. Anyways, it is my headcanon now that all of Mega Man Battle Network exists within a porn-themed setting. We used to get any new kind of Pop-Tarts we found in the store. I do that all the time, so we had a lot of them. It's not flying type somehow. I know, when I read that, I was, again, the one thing that I did read. But it's still like, give it levitate something so that the earthquake doesn't hit it. But you know what? It can be airborne all at once. Ridge don't give no fucks. He's gonna slap you to the earth and beat you with it. Uses wrong name, gives me all the credit. Thank you very... Oh, I'm rigid. Well then. It's actually fairy poison. Just thought I'd I'd wait till you beat it to tell you. Imagine if Kieran told them that they didn't forgive Ogrepon and they'd all be banished to the distortion world to be sacrificed to Giratina. You know what? We have seen him snap. It's a part of me would just imagine him running around holding people up at gunpoint and just screaming at them to be nice to Ogrepon when he gets here. I remember we had a pet bird when I was a kid. Definitely couldn't now with 4 cats. One who looks out the window whenever he sees birds like, yo, I'm gonna eat you. You just wait. I have never had pet birds myself. However, one of my friends growing up did. I think they had as many as 5 at one point, but they usually had three of them. I think the other 2 were old when I started hanging out at his house. However, what I'm getting at, when birds are smart, they are incredibly cool pets. I have, however, seen some very dumb birds, and they are different, I will say. However, they are hilarious when that's the case. For a second, I misread Richie's comment thinking about the bird was talking about eating people. Look, Jurassic Park was a thing. You get a little creative with it. Pterodactyls are bird enough. Pokemon has Aerodactyl. Sure, why not? I thought the bird must have flew in on some spicy bedroom roleplay. Oh, the wrong kind of eating. Or the right kind of eating. Context is important. Quick, well, he can't read. Let's type crap about him. Wait, never mind. Oh, ow! Just kicked my desk. Yes. Well, I have caught up on the chat. So anyways, here we are. Back to our own little hole in the wall. It's a bit lonely out here, but I guess this place must mean a lot to Ogrepon. Bye, bitch! Take care, okay, Ogrepon? Come by to the village and say hello from time to time. Oh, it's so adorable, though. Hey, you know what? I think Ogrepon might want to go with you, Ian. Pawn! One too many pawns. Hey, hold up. If it's not going to stay here, then I want Ogrepon to come with me. Bro, you can't just force it. I know I'm being real selfish, but Ian, please. Let me battle you. I want to see which one of us should keep Ogrepon with them. Kiki, I know you really love Ogrepon. I really, honestly understand. But you have to think about Ogrepon's feelings too. I want to battle and... No! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck you! I'ma do this! So let me know once you're ready. Don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody's heard that the bird's the word. Yes, yes. We shall continue with a reference that was played out in its own episode because of how much it was ran. Alright, I want to use... Where is... There we go. Just to make sure that we are topped up on all of our skills. And I'm going to save in case we have a crash because that would terrify me right now. And lastly, I can't remember what he opened with before, but I feel like it wouldn't be bad to swap in with like Dem or Ash. So let's put Ash up front. I seem to recall the first thing, I don't remember what it was, but it did manage to use, I remember, Giga Drain, and that hurt a lot. So I'm going to assume Ash is going to be a good move, but I don't remember what Pokemon it was, because my memory is trash. You ready to battle? I guess as ready as I'm gonna be. Yo, he's getting all cinematic with it. Well then, let's get started. Has Kieran ever heard of consent? Ooh, we're getting into spicy territory now. And, I mean... Look, it almost sounded like before he was okay with not being the choice, but still wanting to battle all the same. But then this line drops, whoever wins gets to be Ogerpon's partner. So suddenly I'm back to the idea of... Disappointingly, it sounds like no, he is not. So don't you dare hold back. But what if I hold back and still win? Clearly I've been playing this game at like 2% brain power. Which is about how I play every game. It's how I make my way through life. I don't think it was a shift tree before. I know you're probably a better trainer for Ogerpon, but I don't give a fuck. Well, shift tree's an interesting choice. I guess we'll continue with Fire Fang, but we'll see where it goes from here. Hitting me with that fake out. Oh shit, never mind. You know, Ash came in and was like, I don't care what's going on. I'm just gonna beat you down. You're not holding back. Thank you. But something, 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 something. Alright, here's a question. Fake out or extreme speed? Which one takes priority? Because I don't know if it's going to use fake out, and I just wanted to make sure I got that KO in while we were there. Gliscor, here we go. Now, this is where the big brain comes in, where I dumbass myself and send Dem in instead, but continue to stick with the Ice Fang strategy. Yes, yes, the song is a banger, absolutely. I really should talk about the music more often when it comes up, because, again, we've talked about it before, but Pokemon music fucking rocks. Alright, somehow we just had a match where two moves with relatively high accuracies just decided to not hit. Yo! Get fucked. The berry didn't matter for shit. That feels like the game just bullied Kieran. Like, holy shit. Kieran is absolutely getting bullied by game mechanics. Just like we were when we had all of those moves miss in the Nuzlocke of this game. Alright, Poliwrath coming in. I know it's not the right choice, but Richard would be funny. We'll send Lupin out instead. It's been a while since Lupin the some number unidentified has had a chance in showcases absolute level 100 badassery. Hit him with the old flower trick. Guess luck isn't on my side, but it doesn't matter. I got this. Kieran, my guy, I don't know how to tell you this, but like, I don't think you do. Now a Yan Mega. Now we're gonna switch over to. You know what? I know it's gonna have Giga Drain because I think that was what it was the first time, and I don't care. Still gonna send in Richard. I have faith. Richard is gonna bite a bug in half. And then it chose the Bug Buzz all the same. You know what? A defense up item. That's a pretty smart choice. Loop in the X. I like that. I need to get like a soundboard so that I can play that when Lupin comes out. If you've ever heard the Lupin the Third anime opening, that's exactly where my head's thinking right now. Promo Pass? Richard, you still got this. Take that living nose and drown it in a waterfall. Boosted by the terrestrializing power. Oh, I forgot about the dual typing taking effect of that. Yeah, the Giga Drain would just be neutral. I keep forgetting that like the second effects can cause a downgrade in damage from the weakness of the first one. That is definitely something that, as far as the type charting, does throw me off quite a lot. You can tell I don't play competitively. And then the Zap Cannon, big fucking miss. Richard is just out here showing that his dick is just too big. Again, MVP in so many fucking matches. Alright, we got Diplin coming out. Look, I'm about to swap Mew out for Ogerpon, so I'm going to swap to Mew, and we're just going to have some fun with this one. It's not over yet. I'm tired of losing. Kieran, I am sorry. Let's see. Just because it's funny. Big Aura Sphere. You got my Space Cat all sticky. Did you give it leftovers? Nice. Well, let's go for the classic. I don't play competitively either. I just sometimes play some online ranked for funsies. Again, far more than I do. Figures. But anyways, with Mew being the one that I know I'm gonna cycle out, I wanted to at least get one showcase with him before he gets boxed for a while. I knew I couldn't win. But I just couldn't give up. Look, that part of all of this I can get behind. Like that's respectable. Don't give up. We're good on that. It's the whole the Pokemon chose and you were like, no, fuck that. That's where we're running into the issue. Always hope I'd someday break an actual competitive player streak, because that'd be that would be hilarious. The only time I ever made a party that was actually like intended to battle anyone was like back in, God, it would have been Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I did a big Mimikyu sweep team. It was all set up to have Mimikyu come in and be a sweep. Anyways, that was the closest I ever got. And obviously it wasn't like a super competitive team or anything like that. It was kind of more of a gimmick team. But it was a gimmick that was built for a goal that functioned well enough to go online and at least have some fun matches. Even when I did lose. I'm sorry. Oh, Kiki. Ogerpon's is like, what? What's good? What? I think it's time for you to catch Ogerpon, Ian. Please let me pick the Pokeball. Don't just make it a standard Pokeball. Let me pick it. I want to put it in like the Premier Ball. Let me. Oh. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. If we're going to battle Ogerpon... Alright. It's going to go into the party right after. So... let's put you right in the box. We'll save. And we'll go in with a party of 5 so that there is a open space upon the catch. Beyond that... it really does just feel like Rigid came in here swinging hard. Let's continue off of that momentum. Ogerpon is another one whose type I don't know. Ponyo! Again, it gives me Kirby vibes. Are you starting out with the fire? Oh, but wait, that's not going to be a bad thing because we're coming in with Earth. Ground typing. Alright, now here's the question. Never mind, I'm not questioning. That is a hell of a front right there. It terrestrialized its mask. So this is what Ogerpon's really capable of. I was gonna try to Swords Dance, but if it's gonna pump right into full big boy mode, we're just gonna jump right in with the Earthquake. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Oh! Rigid! What the fuck? Look at you adapting to Ogerpon's type. Dude, that was rude! Do it again. The Ivy Cudgel. Okay, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. But you don't care! Memories of adventuring with you grant Ogerpon strength. What? Oh shit, we fight all 4 forms. Okay, that makes it better. I was gonna say, that was a little anticlimactic. All I did was sneeze some dirt. The special defense rose. I would say that ain't gonna help you, but unfortunately, I feel like we're in for a world of hurt, and it's probably better for me to just see if Rigid can squeeze in one more Earthquake. Yeah, I didn't think so, but it was. I felt it was worth the risk to gamble. I wasn't sure if the new mask brought in new stats as well as the buff. I don't know how it works. Alright, so I think Lupin's the one to swap into. And I also know that one of the other masks is rock type. So if that's the next one to go, Lupin will be continuing to be the effective choice. What's even crazier is that grassy terrain weakens the power of Earthquake. I told you! You went in there and just gave no fucks. You really are good, Ian. I'm no match. Alright, Ogerpon. What's your round 3, bro? Memories of working together to retrieve the masks. Grant Ogerpon strength! Come on, Lupin. Round 2. You're still in it. Round 3 of the fight. Round 2 for you. Yo, hold up, but with the dreadlocks, that's pretty dope. That's kind of cool. I didn't like the mask before, but you put the dreadlocks on, it's kind of doing something for me in that design. God. Ogerpon, I'm sorry. I am just putting you through the ringer here. Okay, and the blue and black cloak are the like stone gray. It's got a little bit of blue in it, but I still think that's the best looking one. Okay, again, the Vine main, I kind of get it, but I've got to say, ooh, raising the speed. All right, I've got to say. Like, one of the masks that I liked the least had the coolest terrestrializing mask. Alright, so we're gonna Shadow Claw. We'll leave Lupin in for now. And if he goes down, Ash can come in and basically extreme speed the victory, because I expect it'll be a pretty close to an end match. You can't catch it yet. You need to show Ogerpon more of what you can do. But I mean, like, do we not see the health here? Are you sure I need to do another round of this? Because it's going to take like 2 more and then we're like at the end of it. Unless I get a critical hit, sweet mother of God. I think that's everything Ogerpon's got. Now's your chance to catch it. Yeah, I get to... Ooh, hold up. Okay, I got a question. Do we Luxury Ball or do we Premier Ball? Those are the 2 I'm looking at. I kind of like the color layout of the Dusk Ball too. So those are the 3 options. Which one you guys feeling? I'm just waiting for the first response I do see. Luxury, Dusk, Premier. Luxury. He's had a rough life. I like that. We're gonna put him in a comfortable place. Also, like, black and gold is just sexy. Alright, this Pokemon's type changes based on which mask it's wearing. It confounds its enemies with nimble movements and kicks. We will not give it a nickname, and he will go right to the party. And we got all of the masks. Hey, well done, Ian. That was pretty impressive. Congratulations. Thanks, Kieran. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go continue to be depressed now. Why? Why can't I be like you, Ian? People have been asking me that forever, Kieran. Don't worry about it. God, I hate when he gets like this. Don't don't worry about it. He's the one who said the winner gets to become Ogrepon's partner. Come on, let's head home. The next day. Hey, Ian. Good morning. I've got a message from Carmen. She says she's waiting for you at Loyalty Plaza and that you should hurry up and meet her there. Say, why do you two always use me as your messenger boy, huh? Because we need an unnamed, unimportant third NPC character? Alright, let me make certain on the situation I have here. Alright, so we will come back next time. I suspect we're nearing the end of this arc of the DLC, but I know that there's a whole nother section with a turtle Pokemon that I'm super excited to get at as well. But I'm going to wrap it up here, actually, for the end of this stream. And we'll come in next time with that, I assume, either the last leg or the wrap-up. So, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping in. Rigid, Richard, as always, thank you guys for showing up. With that said, I hope everybody has a great one, and I hope to see you all next time. Again, as always, I hope that it's not going to be that long of a wait, but life is life, do what life do. Anyways, once again, thank you so much. Have a good